welcome back to Fantasy Football in 5. This episode will be our Week 2 start and sit-ems. Our last episode was Week 1.
And if you haven't heard of our channel, hit the big red button below. So to recap Week 1, we had an 85% accuracy clip for our starts and sets, our personal record, so we hope we continue that trend this week. But to start with the quarterbacks, we've got Russell Wilson, Carson Palmer, and Derek Carr all the starts.
Derek Carr plays the New York Jets, probably the worst team in football right now. So that seems to be obvious, but one of the left is Carson Palmer. He didn't play well last week. However, this week he's going up against the Colts, very injury-riddled, and expect him to put up good numbers.
And for our sits, we've got Big Ben, Dak Prescott, and Carson Wentz.
Now, Carson Wentz goes up against the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs absolutely shut down Tom Brady last week, so I expect Carson Wentz to even have a tougher time with them. All right, starting off for our starts at running back, we have Devontae Freeman and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he said Dalvin Cook gets the second one. And Steelers play the Vikings, so it's a big, it's a big game for Taylor and I, because he's a Vikings fan, I'm a Steelers fan. But Dalvin Cook's going to present a lot of problems for the Steelers linebackers, especially if Ryan Shazier can't get to the outside. The Steelers are going to have a tough time because they have pretty weak corners, but I expect it to be a very good game nonetheless.
Vikings all the way. Anyway, for our fifth, we have Mike Gillespie, AP, and Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah, AP is going to... I hate to say this, but he's probably going to be a sit for a while unless Sean Payton says what he's going to do with AP. I feel like Payton has neglected big running backs his entire time with New Orleans. Mark Ingram has only had one 1,000-yard season, maybe one or two. And AP is he's bound to be a Hall of Famer. He's not getting any playing time. Alvin Kamara, a rookie, is catching up to him with volume. So sit AP until further notice. Alright, so some starts for the wide receivers this week. We've got Michael Crabtree, Doug Baldwin, and Larry Fitzgerald.
Now, Doug Baldwin goes up against the 49ers defense, who I think is going to surprise a few people, but when it comes down to it, they don't have a number one corner to go up against Doug Baldwin, so expect him to get at least one touchdown.
And then our sits, we've got T.Y. Hilton, Dez Bryant, and Martavis Bryant. Some big names here.
Definitely. And I think that Dez Bryant may be the most surprising here. But if you look, Dez Bryant has not had a very good connection with Dak Prescott thus far. And I expect that trend to continue again this week.
Yeah, and that Broncos defense is really tough. Held Phillip Rivers to less than 200 yards, I think. But you got to be careful with Dez Bryant.
This is the no-fly zone. All right, starting off here at tight end, we have Kyle Rudolph, Jimmy Graham, and Zach Ertz as our starters.
Yeah, Zach Ertz, we sit Carson Wentz, but that doesn't mean Zach Ertz couldn't get some red zone work. Wentz really likes Zach Ertz. And Eric Berry is out now, so that leaves some leniency in the secondary. But the Chiefs linebackers are tough. But I think this could be a boom or bust week for Zach Ertz. Look for him to boom.
And then for our sits, we have Jesse James, Jack Doyle, and O.J. Howard.
Yeah, Jesse James caught 2 touchdowns in a sloppy win over the Browns last week. I don't think that's going to happen. I should say it's not going to happen against the Vikings this week. They have tremendous defense all around, and he's just going to get shut down this week, so don't start Jesse James. So some defenses to start this week, rather. We've got New England, Baltimore, and Oakland.
Now, Baltimore faces a Cleveland Browns team that is revamped and really looking good, but expect Baltimore's run defense to shut down that running game and also the pass defense to just wipe out anything that Deshaun Kaiser has.
Yeah, in our sits, we've got Philly, Denver, and Green Bay.
Now, Denver might be a little bit surprising here as a sit, as they are a great defense, but they are going up against the Cowboys, and with that running game, we expect them to run the ball a little more, and pretty much that defense won't be able to stop them. All right, starting off here with the most important position in football, kickers. Our starts here, we have Matt Bryant, Blair Walsh, and Dan Bailey.
Yeah, Blair Walsh is a name we haven't heard in a while, but he's kicking for the Seahawks now, and the Seahawks, I think, are just going to light up the scoreboard against the 49ers. Look for Blair Walsh to get around the 8 to 12 point range.
All right, so now at sits for kickers, we have Graham Gano, Steven Hauschka, and
Adam Vinatieri.
a little surprising.
You choked a little bit, but Adam Vinatieri, old as dirt, but his team is also playing like garbage. So don't start Adam Vinatieri against the Cardinals this week. Hopefully when Andrew Luck comes back, his production will increase. But for now, the Colts are looking to score minimum points. So some guys to pick up for your fantasy squad this week. We've got Tariq Cohen, Kenny Golladay, and Cooper Kupp.
Now, Tariq Cohen, I've been kind of storing this one for my own because he has been really good in the offseason, and he showed up in week 1 yet again. That's why I haven't said to draft Jordan Howard, but expect him to get a lot of passing reps.
Yep, and our drops are Andy Dalton, Danny Woodhead, and Carson Palmer. Now, if you haven't heard, the Bengals haven't scored a touchdown since Barack Obama was in office. That just goes to show how long they have been touchdownless. But anyways, Andy Dalton has not looked like a good quarterback this season at all. I don't know what the problem is, but need to drop him, get him out of the picture as soon as possible.
All right, so starting off here, we're going to tell each one bold prediction. Now, I have kind of a split. First off, I want to talk about the Ravens. I think that the Ravens, my bold prediction is they will not give up more than 100 yards to the Browns this week at all, total offense. Okay. So then my other prediction is that I see the Rams winning against the Chargers, and I think the Rams could be fighting for a playoff spot because of this win.
All right, so my bold prediction isn't that in-depth, but it does involve a Ravens player. Justin Tucker will kick a field goal over 60 yards this week. There's my bold prediction. That was Fantasy Football on 5. Thank you for watching. We deliver all your fantasy news in 5 minutes less because, honestly, who would want to watch a 30-minute video on this topic? So this is week 2. Next week is week 3.
And also, our fantasy team for week 1, I had control of it, and we scored the most points in our league and won.
Yep, and now I'm going to do that again, and we're going to be 2-0 after this week. Good luck to you guys.